Oh, goody.
Alright, what is going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we've got another heroic bounty guide for you. In this one, we are covering heroic Kazakus. This is the one that is required to unlock Chi-Ji's blazing band here. And worth noting, you do need Chi-Ji in the party, as you do with all these new heroic unlocks. If you finish the bounty without the unit in the party, you will not get it. Believe they can die during the fight, or during the fights up to the boss, but you do need them in your party for that completion to get your item. We're using a very similar comp here that we used in Vandar with just one substitution. So we have Belinda with Lesser Water Elemental, Gedin with Mark of Conflagration, and Ragnaros with his Sulfurous for that survivability. You can also use Blazing Rune if you want the extra damage, but I find we get enough extra damage through treasures usually. So I'd rather have that additional 20 HP, as makes Rag a bit harder to kill on the way up to the boss. Then the only swap here we have compared to our Vandar comp is Blademaster Samuro. So Kazakus is a blue, we're trying to focus him down fast, and Samuro's a great way of doing that. Belinda hits him on turn 1, that enables our double strike combo, gets even bigger off Burning Blade. And if you can find a Wind Fury equipment along the way, that will increase your damage a ton. So definitely recommend trying to grab one of those if you see it. And we have Chi-Ji as he is needed for the item, but he's also pretty decent in clearing with the fire comp on the way up to the boss. And Cookie with appetizers for that little bit of bonus HP survivability. So that is going to be our comp for this bounty. Before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, do remember to like and subscribe. It really does a ton to help out the channel and keeps the Mercs videos coming. Without further ado, let's get into the bounty. Okay, so this one, kind of a lot like Vandar, the fights up to the boss really aren't super bad. You actually see some different stuff here though. We do, I think, run into a few different dragons and stuff like that. Kind of thematic for Kazakus. I think there are some characters or like NPC fighters that we've seen previously in like Blackrock making their reappearance in here, but we're just going to run through it with the fire comp. And much like in the last video, you're basically going to just be altering our lead a little bit depending on what the opposing comp looks like sometimes. So sometimes, you know, if they have double blues, we might opt to keep Rag on the bench, send out something like Chi-Ji, Cookie, whatever. You can see that here. Actually, no, I guess we keep going with the fire here, because fire is just really strong. That's the nice thing about the Belinda Elemental, is that you can just freeze the scariest thing, and then Rag cleans up. There you can see we actually did lose our Baron Gedin, but not a big deal. We lined up that Spirit Healer, so came in clutch, got him back, and we are ready to continue our fight to the boss. But yeah, these definitely don't feel as bad as some of the prior Alterac Valley ones. I know many people, myself included, definitely thought they were a lot harder, and these ones, while they can still kill your units and stuff, I don't think they felt quite as hard as some of the prior ones in Alterac Valley. But we have our last fight here, and then we will be getting to the boss. Pretty simple boss fight. The thing with Kazakus, and we'll go into it in the fight, is you just really want to deny him becoming a dragon if you can by freezing him with the Belinda Elemental. And we're going to be using Samuro to basically damage him down as much as possible. I'll grab our last treasure and head into the boss fight. Alright, and we have made it to Kazakus here. So, for this fight, there are a few different strategies you can go with. You can do the full fire lead, but one I wanted to try is just kind of focusing him down with Samuro as quickly as possible. So we're going to open with Belinda, Baron Gedin, and Samuro. Now, we were lucky enough to get a Wind Fury equipment on Samuro, so that might make things a little bit easier. Another treasure that you want to get, if possible, as you can see, we have 24 HP on our elemental instead of 15, so those elemental buffs are pretty big, because they will allow us to slam into Kazakus here and freeze him, so he will not be able to transform into a dragon, deal damage to us, gain a bunch of health, and some more annoying abilities. So if you can kind of like freeze lock him down, that's definitely the move. And we'll see if we can start focusing him down. I think Samuro's going to make pretty quick work of him, though. Yeah. So we'll be able to kill him over 2 turns, which is fantastic. They do kill our Samuro, but Samuro did his job. Right? Because now we can just focus him down, and then it should be easy peasy from there. Kazakus definitely does get a little bit harder if you cannot kill him or like freeze him before he transforms. So I do definitely recommend this as your kind of main way to do this fight. It's definitely still possible to beat him after he transforms, but it's just easier to do it this way. And we'll just clean up his last dragon here, and that'll be the fight. We will get access to our Chi-Ji equipment, which in my opinion is probably the best Chi-Ji equipment. So it's nice that we are going to finally have access to that. Hopefully we will see a bit more of him in PvP now. Another thing you also get for this fight, whether you clear it on heroic or normal, is the last of the quest chains, I believe, and you actually get 2 packs for that. So that's kind of nice. And you may notice Toki has returned now that the event is over. So that is also a nice thing to have back. Don't really understand why it went away for the event, but nonetheless, it's nice to have it back. No, we actually got quite a few Chi-Ji coins, so that's really nice. And as we can see, Blazing Band is now unlocked. So we will just go back here, claim our rewards.
Do not hesitate.
Grab our 2 packs. And that seems like it's the last of the quest lines for now. So that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.